Hi, Scorpio. I am here to do your reading today, and we are going to use the Divine Doors cards as our theme, okay? And I wanted to shuffle them in front of you. All the other cards have been pre-shuffled, so they're ready to go. But I wanted to do this in front of you, okay? All right. Now let's pick a card. Okay. These little cards have some really nice sayings on them. Some really beneficial ones too. And some that are a little confusing now and then. And please remember to only take with you what resonates and leave the rest behind. Okay? Alright, let's pick a door. Oh, well, one was picked for us. Okay. Let's see what it has. Here's the image. It's 1111. Numbers and doubles, synchronicity in 2. Don't hold back your love now. Life is meant for you. It's a beautiful card. Okay. So let's get a spirit animal oracle. This reading is going to be oracle rich, okay? Just to let you know ahead of time. And please do remember that this reading is meant for you. However, I can pick up on somebody else's energy if they're close to you instead of yours, okay? Let's get this one. Rhino Spirit, overcome any obstacle. It's number 50. All right. Now let's get an Angel Wisdom Tarot card. And check your sun, moon, and rising signs for a more complete picture. Okay. Too much going on. Stress caused by many positive opportunities, unexpected events, or rapid changes. The ability to multitask, potential business travel. So it could be any or all of these. And what this means in essence is very fast, positive, moving energy. So that's really nice. I mean, it can be a lot of it. So in that way, it can be kind of stressful. But it's a very good card. Now let's get a card on love. And this can be any kind of love. Have patience. Love is patient and kind, always. Okay. Now let's get a moonology. And if you like this reading, I would appreciate it if you give it a like, share, subscribe, comment, hit the bell notification. Ooh, we had one that went flying. Let me get that. Look at the bigger picture. And now, let's get one from the Psychic Tarot Oracle. This is kind of a blending of tarot and oracle cards. It's got some very good cards in it. It's got chakra cards, along with a lot of others. Oh, okay. You have power. And just one more. And then we'll talk about this for a little bit. Nope, we have one flip out. A leg up. This is a very nice card. Numbers and doubles, synchronicity in 2. Don't hold back your love now. Life is meant for you. And what I believe this is saying, it could be saying a few things. Of course, numbers and doubles, synchronicity in 2. So 2 pairs, it could have to do with romance, partnerships, things like that. But what the biggest message, I think, is don't hold your love back now. Life is meant for you. I think this is a message for you, about you, okay? And an interesting thing to note is this is an 8, this is an 8, okay? Right in line. Rhino spirit, overcome any obstacle. Let's talk about that one for just a minute. This animal spirit knows there's more than one way to open a path to what it is that you want. You have a marvelous ability to overcome obstacles in multiple ways, by going around them, shattering them, going through them, transforming them into clouds that drift away, using deliberate intentions, also by refusing to allow them to limit you. Apply your rhino spirit with creativity, and no obstacle can stand, for you have the magic to make and many ways in which to make it. Your power is awesome right now. Rhino spirit also wants to remind you that an obstacle appears to prevent you from getting what you desire, and that means something much better is coming. Keep that in mind when you consider the nature of the obstacle in front of you right now. Great Spirit loves you so much and only wants the best for you. So it's saying that whatever is standing in your way, or you feel that is standing in your way, you can defeat it or move it out of your way, period. Okay, so that's awesome. And here, too much going on. Stress caused by positive opportunities. And yeah, positive stress is still stress. However, positive stress, I would have to say, is better to deal with than negative stress. Yeah. Unexpected events or rapid changes, the ability to multitask, or potential business travel. So this rhino spirit is saying that, don't stress over it. You've got this. All right? You can transform, change, get through any obstacle that's in your path. Okay? Have patience. Love is patient and kind always. And there's a lot of truth in that. But it doesn't quite blend here. Maybe it's saying that you can get through anything you need to get through. But try to have patience. Look at the, I was going to say look at the bigger picture. Right here is look at the bigger picture. Some things, it's better to go through them with love and kindness. Other times, it is better to be a little more direct. And only you will know, because this is, your situation, your energy. And, this is a general reading, so I am not really privy to that. But it is saying you can get through anything. Some things you should really have patience on and be kind and maybe work around. Okay? You definitely need to look at the bigger picture. Okay? That will help you to know how to go forward for sure. Okay, the Power card. This is the very same thing as the Strength card in the tarot. And the Strength card is telling you, or the Power card is telling you that you are plenty strong enough. No problems. And oftentimes your strength is shown through kindness and compassion. All right? It represents inner strength, willpower, courage, compassion, generosity, and love. At any moment, these beautiful qualities can assist you in coping with an adverse condition in front of you or the many surrounding your life. Set aside the necessary time to resolve such issues. Power represents more than physical external strength. It can also be channeled emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. When you have balance over your body, mind, and soul, and the power of spirit, anything can be overcome to achieve a positive result. Okay, so this whole reading so far is looking like you have the power, you have the strength to do anything you want to do. But it's also adding in that you need to be observant and aware, because some things will require kindness and compassion, while others, a more direct approach is going to be better. So that's, to me, this whole thing is talking about that. And a leg up. This is a beautiful card. This is talking about pretty much what it says. If you need help, there is help here for you. Okay? Not only is it for if you need help, you have help here for you. It's also about delegating authority and interdependence. So it could be partnerships. It could just be you being part of the group of people that help each other. But you have come to a point where going alone or going it alone might need to take a back seat, potentially. This is up to you totally. But might need to take a back seat. And it might be time to include another or others. All right? And life has a way of presenting you with the perfect people to align with, who can give you a leg up, who can give you some help during the next phase of your journey, if you want that. But it can come into your life, and for any part of your life, whenever you need a boost. But the trick is that you need to be willing and able to accept it. Okay? Some people are not aware that there is help, and some people hesitate to accept the help. But when it's there, just freely given to you, it can be a wonderful thing to accept this help. All right? When you embrace interdependence, allowing teamwork and independence to commingle, miracles can happen. And it is possible that right now is that time. So take that into consideration. And here, the 1111, numbers and doubles, synchronicity in 2. Maybe that's what that's talking about right here. That there is the potential that it's time to include somebody else in your life, maybe to help you, maybe you help them, maybe help each other. Could be partnerships. Don't hold back your love now. Life is meant for you. And I do think it is possible that this is talking about you and others, but I definitely feel that it is you taking care of yourself. Okay, I think that's huge. So, the overall message I think is a really powerful one. You can overcome any obstacle. You have help to do that if you choose to accept it. You have the power to do that. You have the strength, not a problem. Have patience. Love is patient and kind always. So there's going to be a time, most likely, where you are going to need to show your strength through patience. And this is also a time to look at the bigger picture, okay? Because if you do that, you're going to know if it is time to have the direct approach, more like, kind of looks like the rhino, even though the rhino's all dressed up. Rhinos don't give the impression of being patient and loving and kind. They take a more direct approach, I would think. But this is saying that might be the right thing to do. It might be the right thing to have more patience. So you need to look at the bigger picture and see what's appropriate for the time. But you're plenty strong enough to handle whatever is coming your way. And this time in your life is going to be filled with a lot of positive, fast-moving energy, which, yes, can be stressful, but it can also present you with many wonderful opportunities. So just be prepared to have potential stress over positive, fast-moving energy, okay? And this leg up, you have help. If you would like help, it will be here for you. And something that I'm feeling on this is, maybe it's, or should be, reciprocal. That there might be times coming up where you can be helpful to another or others. So take that into consideration, okay? So for you on this 1111, numbers in double synchronicity and 2, I do get a feeling that for you that this might really come into play. And if it does, be open. Now, of course, be discerning, If it's not right for you, don't choose it. But be open to the possibility, okay? And then do what's right for you. Don't hold your love back now. Life is meant for you. And I think that has a dual meaning here for you. One is the potential of having others in your life. But I also think it is talking about you taking care of you. Life is meant for you. You need to go forward. You need to experience life and what you want out of life, okay? I do think that's a huge message here. And you've got everything you need to do it. You've got strength, power, the ability to overcome any obstacles. And you have help if you would like it. It's here for you. Do see the bigger picture, okay? So you know how to go forward. And when it's time for patience, you need to have patience. When it's time to be more direct, you need to be more direct. And this is wonderful. I know it says, it talks about stress, but you have a lot of positive moving energy that's coming in for you at this time. So that's fantastic. Okay, and number 8 are about speed and power. Kind of interesting, isn't it? A little synchronistic. Speed, fast-moving energy, power, and number 8s are all about speed and power. Okay, so let's get a few cards from the universe. Ooh, had a couple that wanted to flip out. Okay, this is the 10 of Swords. And what this is telling you, this is the end of a cycle. Therefore, the beginning of a new cycle. Okay? And this can have pain attached to it because those swords are thoughts. Thoughts can come from things, or they can be anxieties, fears, stresses, something that your mind has created, or all the above. So there's been enough of this to create an ending, okay? But you see this yellow sky in the background. What this is saying is take care of these, deal with them correctly, release them to the universe, and this is like the light at the end of the tunnel. Get up, deal with these things, and go to the light. And that's what's here, okay? The Lovers. The Lovers is, well, a pair. Synchronicity in 2. Only this tends to be a romantic kind of pairing. And that could very well be. 1111. Numbers and doubles, synchronicity in 2. Don't hold your love back now. Life is meant for you. So it could also be including a romantic partner. Maybe you're going to meet somebody, or maybe you already know them. Maybe that is a major part of your life right now. Okay? And it does talk also about that there is an important choice to be made. And if it's talking about this, you need to look at the bigger picture, okay? And see what approach to take. All this is positive here. I mean, this is a challenge, but it's saying, deal with this and go to the light. And this is, what's here in the light. So this decision that needs to be made could be anything. It could be a positive decision. It could be a life-altering decision. It could be anything. But to me, it looks like it is probably more along the positive side. But again, this is a general reading, so I'm not sure. But you have the power. You have the help. You need to have the patience. Very fast, positive, moving energy, which is right in line here. So I would say this is probably positive. Okay. And the power to overcome any obstacle. So this might be a very positive thing, right? And you have the power to deal with it, but you need to look at the bigger picture and have patience. Okay, and the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is a card of nostalgia. It is where you think back on wonderful times from your youth, childhood, the kind that bring back the warm memories that make you smile. It's a beautiful card. I also feel like it's a caring, sharing card, because here's a person giving this person a cup with the flower in it. And this part would go in with the numbers and doubles, synchronicity in 2, right? 2. And it also takes place inside of a community. And a lot of the cards in the tarot, there is no community. This is one of the few where there is community, okay? So you have a fair amount of cards here that are doubles. Here's one, here's one, here's one, okay? An ending, therefore a new beginning. Okay. Even this power card, I'm looking at the power card. Half of it is a lion, half of it is a human. And I know that's not the direct message, but I'm looking at this numbers and doubles, synchronicity in 2. So, yeah, you have some double cards here. And 8, speed and power. And you have both of those. So, the ending of a cycle, the beginning of a new cycle, which looks like a wonderful cycle. If you want to have help, it is here for you. If you want to partner, this is here for you. You have power and strength and compassion and kindness. You need to look at the bigger picture. You have a lot of fast-moving positive energy coming in. You can get through any obstacle, not a problem, during this time. Have patience, and have patience with yourself as well. Okay, it's not just patience with others, it's patience across the board. And you'll know when that time is right. Okay, like I'd say right here, this would be a perfect time to have patience with yourself, get help from others, and potential, and definitely the rhino spirit, you can get through it, but depending on what it is, whether you go around it, through it, over it, under it, but you do need to deal with that. Okay. I think this is a powerful reading. I think it's a very strong one with a strong message for you. Definitely. But it looks like it's going to be a very nice time because you're going to be very strong. A lot of positivity coming in. It might be a busy time, but you have help and you're strong. Just make for sure the two things that I keep seeing. Look at the bigger picture when the time is right. Make sure you're making the decision based on the bigger picture. And there's going to come a time or many times when you're going to need to have patience. Okay, and remember, this card is patient and it is kind when that is appropriate. Okay, so I'll read this one more time to you. 1111, numbers and doubles, synchronicity in 2. Don't hold back your love now. Life is meant for you. And I can see how that applies pretty much throughout. We can take a clarifying card and see why you have the Ten of Swords. Ooh, that one did a flip. Okay. The Queen of Swords came out. And she's all about the truth. She's very smart, resilient. She is not into the niceties. Her main goal, she is compassionate, but her main goal is the truth. So what that would say to me is, most likely the reason this came about, there was something that was not truthful in your best interest. You were being misled. So that's what's going on there. Okay, let's get a chart. And I never look, so I have no idea. I get teased a lot by the universe. Oh, it says love. You have love, which is beautiful. And there is a possibility, because there are so many pairs here, that this has the potential to be about a romantic partner. It does not have to be. But there is a lot of potential for that. Okay, thanks so much. Have a great week.